ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Yeah.
But why don't you go in there? I think you would love it.
You know, I get used to it.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A 6-yard pick.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it. And he
try to tempt him.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Jets.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second and 9 now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have to talk.
They attacking that catnip, huh?
After an incomplete pass on second down, trying to convert.
Say it again. Yep. Well, he's on the bottom.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Able to drop him for a loss. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. Herbert, a good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Check 50, check 50. Check, 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 check. Check 99.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Mack, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. After the point after is Randy Bullock. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Jets nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Hakeem Butler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a gain of 11, and the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Jets.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
A 47.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Taken down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Come on, baby, I'm covering you, 17.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Finding room at the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allowed a conversion.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception. And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Butler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Here's the option. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Number 17.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on second and goal. Oh, design run for their wideout. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. This is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Here's Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, as the first half is winding down, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they
And now look at him go. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Marlon Mack in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Herbert off of play action. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's taken to the 26. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Their own 13-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 78 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 36-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
First down, New York.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
24. Dolphins 21.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll run with Mack. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
the shotgun. Here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Herbert.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun, Herbert on third down. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
They'll run for it. This is Mack. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. First down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
The kick is
and it's up and good.
Makes the score Jets 31. Dolphins 21. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
the gun. It's Garoppolo. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo quickly into the hands of Robinson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On third down, a run by Mack. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
So the ref makes a call, no touchdown there, wipe it off the board. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Oh no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Watch the whip. Watch twist. Watch twist. You can't block me.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
30-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
21, the ball carrier.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Taken down.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Today's final.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jets, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.